My name is John Hopkins. I'm a partner at Prospect Tax in Redlands, California. You can find out more information about my firm at www.prospecttax.com. This is a video walkthrough on how to pay your Form 1040. The Form 1040 is what individuals, whether single or married, have to file every year. So this is a video walkthrough on how to make a payment to the Internal Revenue Service if you have a balance due. There are two main ways to pay. The first is with a check and a voucher that you put in the mail to the Internal Revenue Service. So your accountant, this is what you want to do, your accountant should provide you with a Form 1040V after your return is finalized. And this is what it looks like. Okay. The voucher here actually should be pre-filled if you get it from your accountant. Your social security number, first name, last name. If you're married, your spouse's information is going to be on there, and the amount that you have due. A couple of things about this is, one, make sure you follow the instructions on how to prepare the check that you're sending to them. We see a lot of mistakes happen there. So there's some bullet points here. Look at those, follow it to a T. The second thing is you can mail this on April 15th as long as the United States Postal Service stamps it on that day. It's considered timely paid. So, if you file your return in mid-March or early February, you really don't have to pay this until April 15th. So once you have it filled out and ready to go, there are addresses on the form, instructions. We have different addresses for different areas of the country. So if you live in California, where the majority of my clients live, that's going to be the address that you send it to in Cincinnati, Ohio. The second way to pay is listed right here, how to pay electronically. And there's instructions here, but we're going to walk through that right now. So go out to www.irs.gov. And this is the main page of the Internal Revenue Service. We're going to hover over pay, and we'll see that we have a couple of options here. We're not going to deal with the EFTPS or the payment plan in this video. Debit card is a way to pay your balance due, Form 1040, but I do not recommend it because they charge you a 2-point-something% fee. You're already paying income taxes. There's no reason to pay any more than you have to. So I recommend bank account / direct pay, and that's what we're going to look at right now. So let's click on that. Next page, just more information here, but we're going to click on make a payment. And now the IRS needs more information from us. So remember we're doing a balance due payment. So the reason for the payment is we have a balance due with our federal income tax return. So let's go and select balance due. We're going to apply your payment to your Form 1040 for individuals. As a note, if you are a business trying to make payments, you don't do it this way unless you have a sole proprietorship. We're not going to get into that. Form 1040, apply the payment to Form 1040. Tax period or for the payment, look at all these tax years you can still pay. So you're in luck if you haven't filed for 20 years or something. So pretty soon they're going to have year 2023 up here. Most of you are going to be selecting that to make the payment because we're all filing on time and we're making payments on time. For the purposes of this video, we're going to select 2022. So we select 2022. Continue. The IRS is going to ask us to please confirm that this information is correct. Yes, it is, but double check it and then click continue. The next step is to verify your identity. You're going to see a list of tax return years, and it's going to ask you to fill out basic information from that return. So if we select 2020, you've got to know what your filing status was that year, what name you reported on your tax return, your social security number, your date of birth, and your street address, all of that information that was reported on that return for that year. So you should know this information from their 2022 tax return. If you haven't moved, especially, then most of this information is static. So filing status, married filing joint, John, Hopkins, so on and so forth. Go all the way down and select this box and click continue. If you filled out all of the information correctly, you're going to get to the next page, which is called your payment information. Now, I've already filled out some of this information. I've X'd out some of my information so you can't see it. Now, a couple of notes about the payment amount. If you have a balance due, let's say of $10,000 to the IRS, you can use this method to pay a partial payment. So if you owe them $10,000 and you've only got $3,500, you can pay them $3,500. Let's say that this time around I only owe the IRS $5,000. I'm going to make a $5,000 payment to them. Payment date. You don't have to schedule this. Remember, the due date is April 15th. So if you filed your return on February 12th or March 8th, you don't need to make this payment until April 15th. So you can schedule this out into the future, or you can come back here on April 15th and make the payment. So if you click on the calendar, you can go out to April 15th and select that. Some of my clients like to do it the week before just to be safe. So let's make this payment on April 8th. Get your routing number, get your account number, punch those things in, know what type of account you have, and yes, you want to get an email confirmation after the payment. So once all this information is correct, you come down here and you select continue. You're going to agree to the disclosure authorization. That's just allowing them to take money out of your account. And they're going to ask you to review all the information that you've already input. So double check all of this. It's very important. Okay. Yep, this all looks good. Last thing that you do is that you confirm your signature, enter your name, enter your social security number, and accept and hit submit. I'm not going to push submit because I'm not making a payment right now. So once you select submit, a couple of things will happen. The next screen is going to be some type of confirmation. You're going to have a confirmation number. You're also going to get an email from the Internal Revenue Service. I suggest that on the next page, you print the screen and you save that as a PDF somewhere because it's going to have that confirmation. And then also the email that you get, you might as well save that somewhere too and put those aside. Just keep them in your tax documents as proof that you paid. Visit us at prospecttax.com, www.prospecttax.com. There'll be another video I'm putting out soon with how to pay estimated tax payments. The video link will be in the notes to this video, and I'll talk about what estimates are, why you should consider paying them, if you need to pay them, and then we'll do a walkthrough like this on making the payment with the IRS. Thank you. Have a good day.